everyone, and welcome to our story time. Today, we have a wonderful tale called The Lost Boy on the School Trip. It's all about a little boy named Alex and a big adventure he had in the forest. Are you ready to hear it? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a bright and cheerful school, there was a young boy named Alex. Alex was known for his curious mind and his love for adventure. He had sparkling brown eyes that were always searching for something new and interesting. One sunny morning, his teacher, Mrs. Davis, announced some exciting news. "Class," she said with a big smile, "this Friday, we're going on a school trip to the Whispering Woods National Park." The classroom erupted in cheers. Alex's heart did a little flip-flop of excitement. He loved the outdoors. He imagined tall trees, colorful birds, and maybe even a friendly squirrel or two. The days leading up to the trip felt like forever, but finally, Friday arrived. The big yellow school bus was waiting, and Alex, with his little red backpack, bounced in his seat all the way to the park. When they arrived, the air was fresh and smelled of pine needles and damp earth. The sun filtered through the leaves of the towering trees, creating dancing patterns on the ground. Mrs. Davis gathered all the children around her. "All right, adventurers," she said, her voice clear and kind. "We're going to have a fantastic time today, but we have one very important rule." "What is it?" A chorus of little voices shouted, "Stick together." "That's right, Mrs. Davis nodded. "Always stay with the group. If by any chance you think you're lost, the most important thing to do is to stop walking. Find a safe spot, maybe near a big, friendly-looking tree, and stay right there. Don't wander off. We will always come and find you." Alex listened, but his eyes were already busy exploring. He saw a fuzzy caterpillar inching along a leaf, a bright red mushroom peeking out from under a fern, and a woodpecker tapping a rhythm on a distant tree. The forest was even more magical than he had imagined. The group started their walk along the well-marked trail. Mrs. Davis pointed out different types of trees and flowers, and the children listened with wide eyes. Alex was walking near the back of the line, trying his best to keep up, but his curiosity was pulling him in every direction. And then he saw it! Floating just off the path was the most beautiful butterfly he had ever seen. Its wings were a brilliant, shimmering blue, like tiny pieces of the sky. It danced in the air, fluttering from one wildflower to another. "Wow!" Alex whispered to himself, completely mesmerized. Without thinking, he took one step off the path to get a closer look. The butterfly fluttered a little further into the woods. Alex followed, his feet crunching on dry leaves. Just one more step, he thought. The butterfly seemed to be playing a game of tag with him, leading him deeper and deeper among the trees. He was so focused on the beautiful blue wings that he didn't notice the voices of his classmates growing fainter and fainter until they disappeared completely. Finally, the butterfly soared high up into the canopy and vanished. Alex blinked. He looked around. The path was gone. The familiar faces of his friends were gone. All he could see were trees, trees, and more trees. A little shiver of fear ran down his spine. "Hello?" He called out, his voice small in the vast woods. Only the gentle rustle of leaves answered him. His heart started to beat a little faster. He felt a lump form in his throat. He was lost, all by himself in the big, quiet forest. He thought about running, trying to find the path on his own. He took a few frantic steps in one direction, then another. But every direction looked the same. The woods, which had seemed so magical just moments ago, now felt a little scary. The shadows seemed longer, and every little sound made him jump. He was about to cry when a voice echoed in his head. It was Mrs. Davis's voice, calm and clear. If you think you're lost, the most important thing to do is to stop walking. And stay right there. Alex stopped. He took a deep breath, just like Mrs. Davis had taught them to do when they felt worried. He looked around and saw a giant oak tree with thick, sturdy roots that looked like a comfy seat. He remembered her saying to find a friendly-looking tree. This one looked very friendly. He walked over and sat down on one of its roots, hugging his knees to his chest. It was hard to just sit still. He wanted to run, to shout, to do something. But he trusted his teacher. He closed his eyes and tried to think of happy things, his mom's warm hugs, his favorite teddy bear, and the yummy sandwich waiting in his backpack. Waiting felt like a very long time. He heard a squirrel chattering above him and a bird singing a cheerful song. The forest didn't seem so scary anymore. It was just waiting, too. Meanwhile, back on the trail, Mrs. Davis was doing a head count. 23, 24, wait a minute. She counted again. Where is Alex? A worried look crossed her face. She quickly and calmly asked the other children, has anyone seen Alex? No one had taught Mrs. Davis's heart sank, but she knew she had to stay calm for the other children. She immediately used her walkie-talkie to contact the park office. This is Mrs. Davis with the school group, she said. I have a missing child. His name is Alex. He's wearing a blue shirt and a little red backpack. A kind voice responded right away. Don't worry, Mrs. Davis. I'm Ranger Tom, and I'm on my way. Keep the rest of the children with you. The most important thing is that he probably hasn't gone far. Ranger Tom was a tall man with a friendly smile and a big hat. He met Mrs. Davis in just a few minutes. Let's retrace our steps, he said gently. We'll call his name as we go, Mrs. Davis and Ranger Tom started walking back along the path. Alex, Mrs. Davis called out, her voice full of hope. Alex, can you hear me? Back at his big oak tree, Alex's ears perked up. Was that his name? He sat up straight, listening carefully. Alex. The voice was closer this time. It was Mrs. Davis. I'm here. Alex shouted as loud as he could. I'm over here, by the big tree. Following the sound of his voice, Mrs. Davis and Ranger Tom pushed through some bushes, and there he was, sitting safely by the roots of the giant oak tree, looking a little scared, but okay. Alex, Mrs. Davis rushed over and wrapped him in a huge, warm hug. Oh, I was so worried. But you did exactly the right thing. You stayed in one place. I am so proud of you. Alex hugged her back tightly, feeling a wave of relief wash over him. I followed a butterfly, he admitted in a small voice. I'm sorry I didn't stick with the group. Ranger Tom knelt down and smiled at him. That was a very beautiful butterfly, I bet, he said kindly. But your teacher is right. You were very brave and very smart to stay put. That's the #1 rule for being safe in the woods. You made our job of finding you so much easier. Ranger Tom and Mrs. Davis led Alex back to the trail where the rest of the class was waiting. When they saw him, they all cheered. Alex felt his cheeks turn a little red, but he was so happy to be back with his friends. For the rest of the day, Alex stayed right next to Mrs. Davis, holding her hand. He still looked at the amazing sights of the forest, but he made sure he never strayed from the group again. He had learned a very important lesson. Adventures are wonderful, but they are best and safest when you are with the people who care for you. When he got home that evening, he told his parents all about his adventure. He told them about the blue butterfly, about feeling lost and scared, and about how he remembered his teacher's words and was brave. His parents hugged him tight, proud of their little boy who had learned such a big lesson. And from that day on, whenever Alex went on an adventure, he always remembered the Whispering Woods and the importance of sticking together. And that is the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to always listen to your teachers and parents. And if you're ever in a new place, make sure to stay with your group. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time for another story. Bye-bye.